Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you see, I'm working with my football helmet. I'm going to show you guys how to pretty much take off the face mask. I tried to do the visor, but this little tool isn't strong enough to do it. So I'm just going to show you how to take off the face mask and put it back on. Either if you need like to change your face mask or clean it or paint it or whatever you need to do, I'm going to show you how to do it. And it's pretty simple. So hold on a second, let me get this. Okay, so let me get all this taken out. Hold on, guys. Okay. It's not that easy to do with this little tiny thing, but you gotta, it's the only way I can do it that way. The putting on the top one is a pain in the ass. So you take these two screws and you take them off, you undo them, make sure you have them in the right space so you don't lose them. So that pops off easily. Push the screw out. Okay, so you undo all of these two screws right here. And then there's two screws on the side. There's this hole, and this thing is on the inside. So you put this part and this part like this. Look, I'll show you. Because that's in the hole. So you put the long part in the hole, and then you put the longer part in the hole it came from. You don't put it in this way. You don't put it in that way. You put it in the other way. That way it locks into the screw. Same for the other side too. You put it in the back, behind it. So the easiest way to do it, you need to take off these earpieces. They just snap off, and this one snaps off. You just take off everything else. So the easiest part to do this is to put it on to lock it in the side to put it back on, I think. Or I'm gonna try the front side and lock some of it on first. Okay, so make sure these holes are lined up because they are a pain. So you line up those holes and you use the screw that comes with it. Make sure it's in there. Make sure it's actually in the hole because you're gonna be screwing nothing. And then you use your tool, which this is not a good thing to use, but just be careful because if that's all you got laying around, then you really have no choice. Okay, there's one in. Make sure these holes are lined up correctly, because if they're not, it's gonna look crooked, and I was doing that last time. So righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's the next hole. Tighten that fucker up. Do not strip it because you're gonna have to get new screw, and you want it tight, but not too tight. Okay, so that's in. See, it's in tight. Okay, these two are not that hard. So you put this little thing in there. Don't lose this because it's not. If you lose this, these screws won't tighten. So you put the long end under it like this into that hole where the plastic is. So you see the plastic right here? You put it under it. You put the long part into the plastic, under the hole. So you stick that in there and hold it, and then you put the other screw in here like that. Make sure it fits. I have to hold this and then put this and screw it in. You have to kind of press a little bit hard because it's gonna try to pop out. But if you hold the face mask and put your finger on it, it's fine. Make sure it's nice and tight, but don't strip it. That's pretty good. I don't use this helmet anymore, so I really don't care what happens to it, but I still like to mess with it. You gotta make sure these holes are lined up. Same thing for this one. Put this side in like this. If I can find that fucking hole. You have to hold it in there, make sure that the plastic is on there. Get your screw, put it in there. These are a pain, I can tell you that. That looks like it's gonna go in super good. Make sure it's tight. Tighten it pretty good, and that way it doesn't fall out or anything like that. And the ear pads, there's little holes in here. Those little ones right there, the ones that are sticking out. And you just match them with this correct side. And they just pop in. Well, that might be for this one, duh. Okay. Those pop in like that. Okay, so that one's good. And then same for this one. These are not hard to put in. You just snap them in like a buckle, pretty much. So you just snap in. And then you put your chin strap back on, which is not hard. Easiest way to do it is to take these little things off because they can't fit through this. These little holes, they can't fit through it. So you just undo it because you're gonna have to adjust them anyways. So you just undo this one, and then you undo this one. Just undo the top ones. You feed it through the hole. Okay. And you put this bad boy on there. Feed it through until you, what do you want your measurement to be, and how do you want to adjust it? You just pop it in and do the same for the next one. Feed it through. Feed it through this side. Get your buckle. Feed it through that side. And then pop it in the little buckle, and then you're good to go. And then you can adjust it from there. You can put it back here or back here. And, well, it needs to be adjusted obviously, but you just undo the first part of it, this part, push it out, and then just slide it down like that. And then you do that, put it back in. Super simple stuff, not too hard. And these buckles do break, so they don't break. They shouldn't break on you, but if you're playing football, they can break. So you just do that. You might need to keep adjusting it. That's what I had to do a lot. If you want to make it tight, I would make it tight, but not too tight, because then they'll get stuck under your chin, and that's super uncomfortable because you're choking pretty much. And if you need to adjust it from there, you just pull this and you just do the same thing I did on that, and then go like that, feed it through the other hole that you took it out of, and it'll tighten it, and then you're good to go. Make sure it's tight. See, it's not moving, and you guys are good to go. That's all you do. Take your face mask off. It's not hard. You don't need another person to help you. It's not really hard to do. If I had the right screwdriver, I would take off my visor, but it's kind of a little complicated with this little thing. It's not that strong. So that's pretty much it. And the visor, it has same things. These little screws. You get the same thing under that. Same thing on both sides. So yeah, that's what you guys have to do to take them off. It's the same thing for the helmet part, like that I was telling you about the under part of it, where you need to put the thing on the other side and then put the screw in. It's the same thing, but it's, yeah, once you get it on, it's going to stay on, and make sure it's tight. That way it doesn't fall off or move or anything like that. And that'll be the easiest way, but I can't do it with that little screwdriver. Those screws are on tight. And I got that face mask from Amazon, and it was barely fit. So I had to kind of force it a little bit. And I haven't taken off since I played. So it's been almost 2 years since I took it off. It may be a little rusty. But yeah, you can just clean it from the inside and outside. So, but it is dirty, you can see. But if you want to replace it, then you need to take the whole thing off. Alright guys, that's going to conclude this video. Please watch this, share, comment, and like it, or do whatever you got to do to get it out there. I got a couple new subscribers, so I'm doing this just because I need to upload more often. Give me some ideas of what I could do and what you guys need help on. I could try to help you guys. I'm not, depending on what it is, you know, I'm not going to be doing any kind of pranks or anything like that. Like it says on my channel I'm going to do, because it just, it's whatever. I'm not really an outgoing person where I'm living at, so yeah, but that's what I'm going to do for now. I just did that because I was meaning to do it, but yeah. Plus I'm using my phone, so, and these little buster back fuckers won't come off. I probably stripped that, probably. Looks like I did. I'm gonna need another tool. If I don't stop fucking with it, I'm gonna have to strip it. Or I'm going to strip it, or if I did already. Alright guys, so please subscribe to me, view this video, it's important. If you guys need help with it, then it'll help you a lot. I didn't show step by step, but it's pretty easy. You just take off the front 2 screws, and then this one, and this one, and you put these little plates back in. So you put that plate back in there. And you put the long part outside of it. So the long part, you put this flat part there, and the long part will stick out of the hole, and the screw goes into that, and you screw it in, and then it's fine. It's good after that. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because if you lose that the little square thing, then there's nothing the screw will go into. So you have to keep that and not lose it. So make sure you put in a safe spot, in a bolt or something, or a box, so you don't lose those screws. Because if you lose one, you're gonna have to find the right screw to make sure it fits right. This shouldn't be that hard, but don't lose it just in case. It saves you money. Those probably are expensive for helmets, different styled helmets and stuff. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys later. Comment, share it, like it, view it, and I will see you guys next time as soon as I figure out what I'm going to do next. Alright? Love you guys. Thank you guys for everything, and have an awesome day.